Welcome back to another video. Today I'm working on my 94 Toyota Celica. And I will be replacing these white line sway bar A-link here onto my 94 Toyota Celica from the front and the back. First thing you want to do is jack up the car. Next, you want to remove the lug nuts and then remove the wheels. And I usually place the wheel beneath the car just for safety, if you're not using jack stand. So as you all see here, the A-link have too many movement. It's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be like very stiff. Here is a close-up view. You guys can see that there are grease coming out from the boots. So to remove the A-link nuts, you want to use a 14mm ratchet or a wrench to remove it. For these kind of A-link nuts, there's actually in the center of the bolts, there's a Allen wrench that you want to use to move the nut. The purpose of using the Allen wrench is to hold on to the bolt so the nut will come out. If not, then the bolt just keeps spinning. Once we remove the top nuts, we're going to move down to the lower nuts, and the procedure is basically the same. For this lower nut, I was trying to loose it up with the wrench, but I didn't get that much leverage, so I decided to use my impact gun. I'm trying to remove the A-link with my hands, but then there's just too much strain from the sway bar to the control arm, so I have to move to my next option. And that is using another jack to jack up the control arm up, so there won't be so much strain, so I can remove the A-link. Now it's time to install the white line front A-link. First thing I want to do is tear out this bag here and take out the A-link and try to compare the A-link to make sure that they are identical, or at least the same part. Now to install the A-link, you just have to wiggle the A-link onto the sway bar and also to your control arm to make sure that the bolts snug in. Now you want to install the nut onto the A-link to make sure that the nut is holding on to it so the A-link doesn't slip out from the sway bar and the control arm. Okay, so now we're done the front A-link. We're just gonna tighten down these wheels right here. We're not gonna torque them yet. And now we're done tightening down this wheel. We're gonna move down to the rear. First off, we're gonna take off that wheel too to have access to the rear A-link. So this A-link can also have a lot of play as well. It's about time to get it replaced. So we're gonna go ahead and hit it with the impact gun, trying to remove this as easy as possible. Again, this lower nut has given me issues, so I have to go back and use my ratchet and the Allen wrench to hold on to the bolt of the A-link so it doesn't spin around when I try to loose it up. And again, this A-link here is also stuck. I have to use my other jack to jack it up. And they give me leverage to remove that rear A-link with no issue. Alright, so now it's time to install the new white line A-link. You basically just reverse the process and you should be able to install the white line A-link without an issue. Okay, so now we are done installing the A-link. We should be good to lower down that jack, and then we're gonna put our wheels back on, and then we're gonna torque it down. Okay, so this is the last thing to do on this side. I'm gonna load the car and then make sure that torque these wheels up to 76 foot-pound. And then I'm gonna move on to the passenger side. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm not gonna show you guys on the passenger side because basically the procedure is the same. Okay, so this is it for my video. Thank you for watching, guys. You guys have a nice day.